Pixie's Magical Forest Adventure. Far away, in a garden filled with colorful flowers, there lived a little butterfly named Pixie. Pixie wanted to fly freely like the other butterflies, but her wings hadn't fully developed yet. Flying was a big fear for her. Every day she would watch the other butterflies joyfully fluttering around the garden, dreaming of the day when her wings would be strong enough. Pixie's best friend, a tiny bee named Maya, was buzzing around the garden one day when she shared an exciting secret with Pixie. "Pixie, beyond the garden there is a mysterious forest. They say it's full of magical flowers and bugs we've never seen before," Maya said. Pixie's eyes sparkled with curiosity, but at the same time she felt a little scared. "But I can't fly. How will I get there?" she asked. Maya, understanding Pixie's worry, smiled and said, "Don't worry, Pixie. I'll help you. We'll go together." Pixie, encouraged by Maya's bravery, started to feel more confident and decided to join her on the journey to the forest. The next morning, Pixie and Maya set off on their adventure beyond the garden. The sun shone brightly, and the chirping of birds made their journey even more exciting. Pixie was nervous, as it was her first time leaving the garden, but having Maya by her side gave her strength. As they neared the forest, the trees grew taller, and the leaves became greener. Pixie was both excited and a little intimidated by the size of the forest. The sounds of the birds and the wind whispering through the trees were unfamiliar and a bit scary to her. But with Maya by her side, she felt reassured. Maya kept encouraging Pixie, pointing out the beauty of the forest and helping her stay calm. As they walked deeper into the forest, they noticed some strange tracks on the ground. These tracks made Pixie a little nervous. "What do you think made these tracks?" Pixie asked. Maya replied, "Maybe they belong to some animal that passed through here. But don't worry, I'll protect you." Together, they followed the tracks, venturing further into the depths of the forest. Eventually, they came upon an enormous tree trunk. The tree was so large that its trunk was as wide as a house. In the branches high above, they spotted a bright red flower nestled among the green leaves. Maya said excitedly, "That flower must be very special. It could be one of the rarest in the forest." Pixie wanted to approach the flower, but the tree was so tall that she couldn't reach it. Her wings were still not strong enough to carry her up that high. Just then, a small squirrel popped out from a hollow in the tree. The squirrel smiled at them and said, "Hello, friends. If you want to reach that flower, I can help you." The squirrel was cheerful and friendly. He offered to carry Pixie on his back up to the top of the tree. Together, they climbed all the way up, and Pixie was able to reach the flower. Holding it in her hands, she felt a rush of happiness. The flower made her feel like she could do anything, like the whole world was hers. But suddenly, a large shadow appeared in the sky. When they looked up, they saw a giant eagle flying overhead. The eagle swooped down and tried to grab the flower. Pixie was so scared that she had to let go of the flower. Maya and the squirrel quickly sprang into action. "Don't be afraid, Pixie. We can stop the eagle," Maya said. The squirrel and Maya called upon the other animals in the forest, and soon they had a big meeting. The rabbits hopped around to distract the eagle, while the squirrels kept an eye on it from the treetops. The birds flew after the eagle, chasing it through the sky. Working together, the animals managed to wear the eagle out. It finally gave up, dropped the flower, and flew away. Pixie and her friends were overjoyed to have the flower back. After the adventure, Pixie felt so proud. She had faced her fears and learned that she was braver than she thought. That evening, Pixie, Maya, and the squirrel returned to the garden with the special flower. They planted it in a special spot and surrounded it with other flowers. Thanks to Pixie's courage and her friends' help, the garden was now even more beautiful. The next day, Pixie and Maya returned to the forest for more exploration. They met new animals, made new discoveries, and shared stories with their new friends. One group of talkative turtles told them old legends of the forest. These stories spoke of an ancient tree that served as the guardian of the forest. Pixie was fascinated by these tales and was eager to learn more. "One day, I'd like to find that ancient tree and meet it," Pixie said. Maya replied, "That's a great idea. Maybe one day we'll all go on an adventure to find it." Pixie and Maya continued their adventures in the forest. Every day they learned something new and made more friends. Pixie became known throughout the forest as a brave and dependable friend. Pixie was fascinated by these tales and was eager to learn more. "One day, I'd like to find that ancient tree and meet it," Pixie said. Maya replied, "That's a great idea. Maybe one day we'll all go on an adventure to find it." Pixie and Maya continued their adventures in the forest. Every day they learned something new and made more friends. Pixie became known throughout the forest as a brave and dependable friend. The other animals respected her for her courage and kindness. One day, a grand festival was organized in the forest. All the animals were invited. There were games, contests, and dancing. Pixie and Maya helped with the preparations, and the forest was decorated with colorful lights and ornaments everywhere. During the festival, Pixie's wings had grown much stronger, and she could finally fly freely. She enjoyed her first flight during the festival, dancing and singing with the other animals. It was a day full of joy and celebration. From that day on, Pixie's life was filled with excitement and meaning. She had overcome her fears, and with her friends by her side, she continued to embark on amazing adventures. At the end of the festival, Pixie felt so grateful for the adventures she had, the friendships she had made, and how much she had grown. She had faced her fears and become a brave butterfly who could help others. Every new day reminded her of the value of courage and friendship. The forest held endless wonders, new friends to meet, and more stories to discover. Courage and friendship were the greatest treasures Pixie could have ever asked for. Every new day was another opportunity for Pixie to grow stronger and braver, always enjoying each moment in the beautiful forest. Because now she knew that with a little bit of courage, anything was possible. As Pixie and her friends finished their wonderful day of adventure, the sun began to set, casting a soft golden glow over the garden. Pixie looked up at the sky, feeling a sense of peace and happiness. "Tomorrow will bring more adventures," she thought. "But for now it's time to rest." Pixie found a cozy spot among the flowers, her wings gently folding around her like a warm blanket. She could hear the soft hum of the wind through the trees, and the gentle buzzing of Maya nearby. The world seemed so calm, so still. Pixie closed her eyes, knowing that she was safe and loved, surrounded by her friends. As she drifted off to sleep, she whispered to herself, "Every day is full of wonder, and tomorrow is a new chance to fly even higher." And so, little Pixie fell into a peaceful sleep, dreaming of all the magical places she would explore. Now, it's time for you to rest too, little one. Close your eyes, take a deep breath, and let your dreams take you on your own magical adventure. Sweet dreams, and remember, with a little courage, anything is possible. Good night. Please like and subscribe for more bedtime tales.